Hello, once again. You're welcome to this particular edition on Teach More. Yes, in this YouTube channel, we continually share insights on things we can do to unleash the genius in all the children that we have access to train, to mentor, and to be a role model to. Today, we're going to talk about why some children or students or word struggle to understand when we teach them. They struggle to understand when the parents are communicating an instruction to them. They struggle to understand or they struggle to understand or take corrections. Why do some children struggle to understand? Sometimes, the way it happens, something very insignificant to us happens and they take the instruction. You're wondering, why didn't you get it all this while? Well, there are many factors to this, but today I want to share a particular major reason why our students or our word find it difficult or struggle to understand when we teach, instruct, or train them. Of course, my name is Teacher Mo. I want to encourage you and appeal to you to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you've not already done so. Yes. Today, we'll be talking about learning styles of the children you teach. Your children, if you are a parent, your word, if you are a trainer or a caregiver, and your students or pupils, if you are a teacher. We're going to be talking about the learning styles of these young ones. We're going to talk about how, an introduction to how the learning styles affect these young ones. Okay, the fact about the difference in learning styles. The fact is, we humans are all different. We are all different as humans, and as our difference is what makes us unique. Our difference affects almost everything we do in life, including learning. Yes, almost everything we do in life, our difference affects it. Now, when teaching and learning is taking place either between parents and teachers or teachers and students, almost all the time, if not all the time, the major reason why students, pupils, children, word struggle to learn, to take correction, to understand what is communicated is learning styles. It's learning style. Learning style affects communication. Teaching, there's communication and teaching, and learning style affects it. Now, why is it difficult to teach considering the learning style? I mean, why is it difficult for a teacher to teach a child or a parent to communicate an instruction to a child, you know, to teach anything considering, putting in consideration the learning style? Well, it's simple. We unconsciously teach, communicate instructions with our own learning style. You get it? Yeah. It happens naturally all the time. We tend to communicate our knowledge the way we ourselves learn. I mean, it's natural, it happens. So, if any child is being taught by us who does not easily understand things from our own perspective, from our own learning style, such a person will struggle to learn from us. And that type of learner will become a problem to us. This is what I mean. So, for instance, I have a specific best way that I learn. If you want to easily get me to learn, to accept instructions, or to follow through with a plan, there's a particular method of serving me, I will easily get it. And then there's a natural tendency that I want to, communicate my own learning style using my own method of learning. I don't like looking at things to learn. I'm not an outside in kind of person. I'm an inside out kind of person. So if you want to communicate anything to me, you have to tell me the reason why. You have to tell me the why first. I need to know the why, the structure, the system, the concept behind what you're telling me. Because that helps me to reproduce what you say. If I can understand the concept, the why, the structure, the system, the things that hold that thing together, it's easy for me to understand that thing. And so for me, learning is easy for me when I understand concepts. Sometimes I learn very fast because I understand concepts. Now, not everybody learns things, not everyone. It's amazing. Not everyone. I'm talking from experience, I'm talking as a teacher. Not everyone learn from concepts. Some people learn from face value. It's what they see. They don't care the structure of anything. They just want to see it. Once I had an experience with my younger sister, and then she said, I want to show you how to do something. So she said, watch what I'm doing. And I said, no, explain it to me. She said, no, just watch me because that's how she learns. Just watch what I do. I mean, she actually learned how to, the particular skill she uses today, she learns it by watching. She didn't go to any school. She just watched and watched and watched, and now she's a pro. I said, just explain it to me. Once you can explain it to me, I will do it. She does. And for such people, they don't have time to start explaining. They just want to do it. You watch them and you grab it. Most of our grandmas do it. And when they're in the kitchen, just come to the kitchen, sit down here, watch what I'm doing. The end. Okay, you understand why it's a struggle now? You understand? It's because naturally, as teachers, as parents, we want to dish out instruction using our own learning styles. Now, in a home where you have a mother and a father, and then you have, let's say, two children, one child tend to behave like the father, and the child tend to behave like the mother. And the mother is giving out instruction to the two children. The mother will notice that naturally the child who tend to behave a lot like her will easily accept instruction from her, unlike the other partner, unlike the other child, who, especially if the personality is directly opposites, it's very difficult to accept instruction, understand it, or take instruction from he or she. It's a problem. It's a problem. That's why we're here. I want to learn to fix it. All right, now the implication of not understanding difference in learning style. What's the implication? The implication of not understanding difference in learning style is our children, is that the kids who is struggling in our class or in our homes may lose confidence. Yes. May begin to fail or may begin to make a lot of irritating mistakes. This has a way of affecting such students or children permanently if not managed and addressed quickly. Yes, it is true. So, growing up, I didn't like it when people shouted at me. You don't shout at me, I won't listen to you because you're not making sense. Like I said earlier, I'm the kind of child who likes to understand why things are the way they are. Once I understand why, I do it. So instead of you to sit me down and explain to me and say, this is the reason why this happens and this is the reason why that happens, you begin to shout at me. You begin to, because why you're shouting, you're not making sense to me. I don't get what you're saying. You're just shouting and blabbing and shouting and shouting. I don't get you. And because I don't get you, I don't understand what you're saying. And because I don't understand what you're saying, I'll probably not do what you're saying, or I'll do it wrongly, or I'll get it wrongly. But if you take time to explain to me step one, step two, then I can easily follow through with that instruction till I get it. Imagine if all my tutors all my life as kids were the other side, were the opposite. They just believe that once they can shout at you and they put fear in your heart, you will just immediately carry out the instruction. And that didn't work for me. Imagine if all my tutors, my parents, my uncles, my aunts, my teachers were all like that. I don't think I'll amount to anything except, of course, God intervenes through maybe reading instructions. Yeah. So I can imagine how many other children have been affected because the tutor, the caregiver, the parent, the teachers were not paying attention to the unique learning style of that child. Now, I want to thank you for listening to this. In the next video, we're going to explain in detail the different type of learning style that children have. We're going to do an extensive, talk on that so that we can appreciate the differences that we have. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe. My name is Teacher Mo again. I teach, I touch the future.